Well, new details. 6:37. You see it on her arm there. That's the time the Greenville woman's husband was hit and killed back in 2016. And today a jury awarded her family $7 million. She says she's fighting hard to keep his memory alive for her sons, and hopes this sends a message to keep anyone from drinking and driving. Fox Carolina's Amber Worthy live outside the Greenville County Courthouse with more on what this family had to say. Amber?
Yes, Cody, this widow told me that holidays don't get any easier because just a few days after the crash, she found out that she was pregnant with another son. So now having two small children to explain this loss to has been difficult, but today brought her a little peace. And tonight, little Brody and Cash, as well as David's two other sons, are helping her keep his memory alive.
My son is never going to see his dad, never going to meet his dad, never going to hear his dad say his name.
Rachel Gibson today found out that after 3.5 years of grieving, a jury ruled that Marka Fuller, who was convicted of killing her husband, is to pay $7 million for driving drunk and slamming into David Gibson on January 29th of 2016 at 6:37 exactly. A time that is tattooed on his widow's arm, reminding her of the day that changed her life forever.
We shouldn't go easy because we all have learned before we were driving, we've all learned do not drink and drive. We all know it's dangerous, but it still keeps going on and it's not right. So I hope that this does make a huge statement.
A statement that one of her attorneys explained will hopefully save others from this pain.
There's no loss that's greater than the loss of a family member. There's no tragedy that's greater than when you know that loss is completely avoidable and so easy to avoid. And there's no conduct that's as reckless as getting so intoxicated and going 60 miles an hour in a 35 mile per hour zone.
She chose to hit my husband, my kid's father, you know, a super awesome man. She chose to hit a man on a motorcycle instead of a pole when she shouldn't have been driving anyway.
Gibson says that this week, reliving it all was to make sure that her sons have the best life possible, even having to do it without their dad. She didn't know that she was pregnant with Cash at the time of the crash, but tonight he wears his dad's hat on his head and another on his belt, keeping him close through it all.
And he would never, ever want to be away from him. And so for Brody to even think maybe for a second that Daddy was somewhere, was choosing not to be with him, I mean, that's the worst possible feeling.
Loved him very, very much. I think of him every day.
Such touching words from Brody. Now the bar also settled for an undisclosed amount of money, and the bar's attorneys declined to give a comment today. We also went by Fuller's home and she didn't answer the door. Reporting live in downtown Greenville, I'm Amber Worthy for Fox Carolina, the 10 o'clock news.